So we're starting at the bridge. It's called Fairfax Bridge, and it's over the Carbon River. And we came here last week and I think we missed a term. And you can see the road signs here are all shot up. There's a bunch of vandals. So this is your trip down, and look at the dog poop bags here, left up the top here, like somebody else is going to move them. What did the people say? Steep but manageable. One thing here, remember, watch this girder, because that's not a soft metal. You bang your head on it, you're gonna get a headache. It's a lot easier going up than it is coming down, so don't worry about going back up. That's the hardest part of the trail as far as one thing you see all over this trail here, they're beautiful blue flowers. Yeah, that's what they say. Do this hike in midsummer. It's shaded, it's dry, because we saw last week what the trail could look like in the extreme mud. Okay, we believe this is a dynamite shed, and again the vandals have been on it with the graffiti.
The roof got blown off.
Yeah. So this.
Recording everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I
Including people on the trail. Have you been here before?
Yes, I have.
So we're going up to the left, right?
Well, that's up to the old school.
Oh, is that what it is?
Just the foundation.
Oh, okay. So we've pretty much seen the village, the town?
Pretty much. And then after you go up to see the school, you come back down on this trail.
Yeah.
And then there's a trail that goes really steeply down. You don't want to take that. You go a little bit farther. And then there's a down, gradual, and across. And then that takes you out into the meadow where the houses used to be. And you can get down to the river from there.
Oh, okay.
You know, it was rawhide, strips of rawhide before we had those ties.
Wow. That's something else. Yeah, those. Okay, we'd made a left turn right after the dynamite shack. And we're heading up to where the schoolhouse used to be. And we're about a mile into it now.
Unless you're in Scotland, and then it's a blood sausage.
Oh, okay. Well, in Manchester they sell, well, they call them black puddings. In Manchester, that's what we call them. Is this the old school? Yeah. Okay, here's the old school. Is there anything further up?
Don't know. I don't think there's much.
Good size.
Pretty good
Yeah.
place, actually.
One room schoolhouse.
Okay, let me have some structure behind. Oh, all right, okay. Well, you guys are in the shade. Okay, on three. 1, 2. Did you go up?
Pardon?
How do I find your blog? No, I'm
Hiking, biking, and pubs in Washington.
hiking. Anything between those?
Yeah, you put a comma.
Okay. Oh,
All right.
I need to do done.
You're not from Missouri, are you?
I was born in Missouri.
Well, there's another one, hiking, biking, and pubs in Missouri. What did she say? There's something up here?
No, but we'll show it, Fred. What are we going to do?
Yeah. Okay, we're just going to do a little bit of exploring. Hopefully we won't get lost. I don't think we want to go that way, do we?
Just keep going. Let me see. Oh, this is it.
Let's go back down to the school. This is the old schoolhouse.
So you better edit the...
So it shows you how long this has been abandoned. the size of the trees inside the building enclosure.
This is all the school area.
Can you imagine being a kid walking up this every day?
Yeah, but you don't know in place. I don't know. For 3 years in middle school, I had to bike, even rain and snow and harsh winter. I don't remember it was being cold. Because everybody else is doing. You don't know any better situation.
You're a hardy girl.
So we go down to the school, I mean
Where the village was, the meadow.
the dwelling area.
Yeah, that's all gone now. You might be able to see some foundations.
Yeah, we saw meadow area.
Yeah, we can walk down to it.
Yeah.
Okay, armed with a little bit of knowledge, we've pretty much seen everything. It's pretty steep, doesn't it?
Really? Okay, you go first. Take time.
Okay, what we're going to do now is go down to the meadow. I guess this is where the actual town was. What is that? Again, probably a piece of the car that somebody's ripped off to use as target practice. And it looks like we might have some foundations over here.
So this is
Looks like a possible camping area here, doesn't it? Nice and flat near the river. Yeah, it looks like somebody's had a campfire. So if you want to take this trail down to the river, this is it. It's a steep trail. And I don't do steep trails. So I'll leave them to it. But the river's beautiful. So I'm guessing this is one of the housing areas. But if you Google Melmont Ghost Town, and there's a pretty good video that one of the local channels did. I think it was a PBS channel actually. Better not show the wife that. So I'm guessing these humps in the ground are part of the old foundation. So you got the old schoolhouse, you got the part of the bridge, and a dynamite shack. And then you might have some foundations here that used to be part of it. There's metal parts all over the place. But I'm not sure if those are from, it could be from them days. This is a trail I was thinking. It's not as steep. And here we go, we got some, oh, this probably is a part of the bridge. Oh, this is it. Okay. The other part I thought was a bridge was probably a footing. So you can see here, this more looks like it. Yeah. And I bet you'll see one on the other side. So again, you can walk down to the river here. Okay, I think we're done. I don't think there's a whole lot more than this. I think we covered it. Melmont, ghost town. This is it, so much as it is. So this was it. This was the town. And then the schoolhouse, the dynamite shack. There's another building across the street. I think the car was dumped. I don't think that car has anything to do with Melmont. So what we're going to do now, we're going to head back to Fairfax Bridge and do a little bit walking on the other side of the bridge. See what it looks like.
When the God gave, ooh, I'm not touching it anymore. Holy cow, that stinks. Ooh.
So be careful, we got, we call them nettles, but they look like, they're probably poison oak or poison ivy. On the side of the road here, so. Some people are really allergic to it. Summary of Melmont, ghost town. It's a very short hike. I don't know whether they got 6 miles in, but we came in, we saw the dynamite shack, walked up to the schoolhouse, walked down to where they think the meadow is, where the main houses were. So that was it. Last time we came here, we walked up the Foothills Trail for about almost 4 miles, so that was a nice hike. And you end up by the river, so you don't have to stumble down the side of the hill there to get to the... There's one thing you gotta watch. You can see on the trail here, it's dry today because we haven't had any rain for over 2 weeks. So it's dry as a bone now. But when it rains here, it's a quagmire. So you don't want to come here after it's rained, unless you don't mind walking in the mud. Got it? A little bit of history about the town. It was, the coal mines belonged to the railroad, probably Union Pacific. And when they switched from steam engines to diesel engines, there was less demand for coal, so they closed them. So that's what the town was dependent on, was the coal mines. So they evacuated the town. The town was deserted. And then in the 1920s, there was a fire that destroyed the town. Because you got most structures were made out of wood. So the fire took care of the town. That was in the 1920s. So, like I say, this car that's seems everybody takes photographs of looks to me like a late 50s, early 60s car. So that was dumped much later.
I bet he killed his wife.
Yeah, I'm sure that's nothing to do with the town. Somebody dumped that.
Oh, now it became a history.
Yeah.
Who knows? All them days of garbage became.
Hey.
Good morning.
Got your hands full?
Yeah.
You guys know where you're going?
Kind of walking.
Okay.
Yeah, we can only go so far.
Well, no, I think you can walk all the way. I think you can walk all the way to Rainier.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, it's about 30 miles.
Yeah, we're
Hi.
You're on my video. Say hi.
Good girl.
That's the structure I was thinking of. See, I thought this was the bridge, but I think this is an old building. Don't you think?
Watchtower. Castle. How many times are you gonna go there?
So there's one more structure. So that makes, what, 3 structures we saw? There's a Fairfax Bridge. Oh, look at these.
Don't touch anything. It stinks. It hurts.
They jump up. Hey, how we doing? Okay. I got 2 hours now. We've been walking. Turn around, turn around.
Yeah,
Let me look over the edge here. I forgot what they call these. They look like buttercups.
Buttercups.
I think they call prairie buttercups or something. Ah, you can't see anything. Buttercups and daisies.
You again.
Oh, you're going to check out both ends of the trail, huh?
Well, it was too short.
Did you go down to the river?
No, but we saw you there.
Okay.
We overlooked there. I wasn't
Nice down there.
I wasn't going to scramble down there.
It was
Just
early.
walk one day. Yeah.
Oh, instead of walking here, I would rather come here, park, and go along the river that we walked.
Oh yeah, that's much nicer, isn't it?
Yeah, instead of just, it's getting boring.
They alert on us, but pardon?
How far down does this trail go?
I think all the way to Mount Rainier.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm
we
pretty
walked
sure. From the bridge, we walked about 4 miles.
But still miles and miles away, so we have to return.
It's a foothills trail, right?
Hmm?
It's a foothills trail.
Yeah. Got to come up here more prepared to get farther down.
Yeah. Did you pass the bridge?
Hmm?
Did you pass the
I
bridge?
did pass the bridge just a little bit.
Did you get down to the ghost town?
No, that's kind of where I was hoping I'd get, but I'm running out of time. I got to head back.
Okay. Here's the bridgey. We're going to clamber up the bridgey. This is where you got to encounter going back up. But like I say, it's a lot easier going up than it is coming down, I think. Hoopba.
Hello.
Okay, I forgot to sum up. Okay, today we just did 2 hours 30-minute walking, almost 5 miles. We were just messing around today more than anything. So give you tips on Melmont ghost town. There's not much to it. Take care.